Everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Albums. I am here to show you a couple of things I made, all the same, in an attempt to smash my stash. I had made a couple of mini albums using the Bark collection from Echo Park. It's a real old, it's at least 10 years old, but it's one of my favorite dog collections. I had made a custom album. When I made it, I decided just to get 3 sets of the paper, and I had 3 cut-aparts left over. This was one. I'll show you the other one. That's why this one is on the front. Um, I made this mini album using the lay flat cover method. The album measures 4 by 5 with an 1.5-inch spine. I didn't decorate it that crazy with embellishments because I didn't have any embellishments. By the time I was all done with it, there was hardly anything left. Like I said, all I had was 2 cut-aparts. But I'll show you at the end of this video how I made the pages because they were very simple. They're L pages. There's no hinge. So, and again, it's a 4-inch by 5-inch mini album. The pages are 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. In the front, I call it a cheater pocket. It's just gluing the paper down at 3 sides. This was from the strip, the border strip page. And I just love those dogs. They're just so adorable. I made another side cheater pocket here using that border strip paper. The hearts are really pretty. And then I also used some plain cardstock from my stash that coordinated with the paper. So this is one page, and the way you make it, it has this pocket at the bottom. This is the other page, and as I said, it's an L page, so here is where it attaches, and it just has a flap at the side. Now I made a pocket over here. I just put a mat there. And then this is a cheater pocket. I cut this from this paper, which actually is not from that same Bark collection. It was from another collection, but it sort of matched pretty well. And I used one of these pieces I fussy cut and put a little doggy there. I put a little paw print there, just again to add something to the page. This I just glued at the top, so as I said, it's just a little tuck spot there. This page has a pocket, and that'll open like that, and we have a couple of photo mats inside. I used all the leftover paper to make photo mats. I loved this page, so I didn't want to cover this side, but I did put 3 layered photo mat there, and then just a smaller photo mat here, and then here's a bone I cut from, I think, the border strip page. This again was from the border strip page, and it's just glued on 3 sides, which gives me a nice place to put a little photo mat. I had a little heart punch, and I just added a heart right there. And then the back page brings us to, this is just a side loading pocket. It's just a cheater pocket, and I used elements from the cover sheet to cut and glue here just to add something. Don't have anything on the back or the spine. I really was running out of paper at this point. So it's a real simple mini album. It's got 4 signatures, and as I said, they are L pages. Let me show you real quick how to make them. The first one, you would have a 6 1/4 by 4 3/4 piece of cardstock or pattern paper. I actually didn't use cardstock except to wrap it. And what I'm going to do is with the 4 3/4 side at the top, score at 1/2 inch and score at 4 1/4, and then rotate and score at 4 3/4. And then I will grab scissors and miter in that 1.5 inch at the bottom, miter up to the score line, miter the bottom, and then cut straight across on the score line up to the score line here. I don't know why I'm using these huge scissors. Well, just to cut straight, I guess. And then one side you're going to cut off this longer 1/2 inch tab entirely. And so that gives you a little page. Now you could put the pocket on either side. You could put it, so for page 1, we're going to put it on the page with this L part, this tab, is going to face to the right. So you could put the pocket on either side just by flipping that. Or you could just make a pocket and add another pocket to this side if you wanted to, or a side loading pocket. So anyhow, that is one page. And again, that was the 6 1/4 by 4 3/4. I'll leave it there in case you want to do a screenshot so you can see how to cut it. And the second one is 7 1/4 by 4 3/4. You couldn't get any simpler than this. I'm going to just score it at 1/2 inch and at 4 1/4. Now, again, you could add pockets if you wanted to, but it just folds this way, attaches to the spine here, and you can have this flap going this way or this way. And of course, you'll put 3 pages with the L page with the tab facing to the right, and the last page, you'll have that L tab facing to the left. So that is it. I mean, it's a pretty simple mini album. I wanted to do simple just so I could use up my paper and not take forever to get it done. So that is it. That is my home is where your dog is. Is that grammatically correct? I don't think it is. Either was that sentence. That is the home is where your dog is. Little micro mini album. Just wanted to show you another way I used up my stash. I do have a video that comes out the first of the month to tell you what I did to use up my stash. So if you want to see projects all together, and I'll have a synopsis of the ways that I used up my stash, especially when it came to stash busting. I have a couple of small albums that I made and folios and just whatever I could use just to use up my stash. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching and have a fabulous day.